What we're going to be working on today is predominantly getting better at using both of our hands, because this is fundamental to playing the handpan and playing it well, and it's not as difficult as it seems. So doing a little melody like this is a really powerful way to practice and get better and get it just to be ingrained within you so that it becomes natural. And that's the best part of the handpan. Once you play it enough, it will become natural that you don't need to think, so that you can be more expressive with your playing. So I'll break it down, and like all of my little songs that I'm showing you, there is always a way to make them more difficult, more advanced, and to add your own spin on that as well. So I'll show you that as we get towards the end. Welcome everybody, this is Dan Handpan Man here. Welcome back to the channel if you're returning and learning some new tunes. If you are new to your handpan journey or new to the channel, then welcome along. If you haven't already, make sure that you've subscribed to the channel so that you can keep up to date with all the latest videos to help you with your handpan playing. Make sure that you give the video a hype. Let's push this to more and more people. Let's push the algorithm so it's going to help more people learn the handpan. Like, subscribe, share with your mates, do all that jazz. You know how it works. Help a brother out. Let's get into it. So as you can see, I'm using a 10-note handpan here. This one's in D curve. This is a 432 Hertz handpan. So the easiest way to position the handpan is to have the logo. Normally the logo is like basically opposite the body. Have that away from you, have the bigger lower notes towards you. And what I want you to do is use your left hand, and I want you to put it on note number 8. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just in case those that don't know. If it's easier for you sometimes when you're learning, you can get little numbers and stick it on. Okay, so that you know what you're doing. So learning with numbers is just a really easy way. You don't need to know music theory. You don't need to know what actual note it is. Not unless you want to, but it's not necessary when you're learning. So you're going to keep your hand on number 8. Okay? And the cool thing with this tune is we're going to just basically be moving through little mini chord progressions as we go up the scale of the handpan. So the left hand is going to constantly hit this note. Okay, so it goes like this as an example. So you're always playing the third. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what am I doing here? I'm using my thumb and my finger, and this is again good practice. You've heard me talk about this before. Get good at using your thumb and your finger together to play the two notes. So you're going to go on this one back and forward between number 1 and number 3. So we go 1, 3, 8. And we'll slow it down. Three notes. Now, this sequence here with those 3 notes, you are basically replicating that between each little pattern as we go up the scale. So we're just playing the 2 notes basically next to each other. That's the easiest way to think about it. So you're playing 1, 3, 8. We play that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go to number 2 and 4, keeping this one on number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go to number 3 and 5. See, we're moving up. And then finally, we go to number 4 and 6. By the way, if you like the sound of this handpan, this is one of our 10-note D-curved handpans from One Human Rhythm. Okay, we do custom-made premium handpans. So if you're looking to buy your first handpan or you want to upgrade to something that's going to last, check out www.onehumanrhythm.com, or you can message me hello@onehumanrhythm.com. I always will be happy to have a chat with you. I love talking to you in person. We can have a video call, we can chat about what you actually want, and maybe I can offer some guidance if it's this one, or if it's not, then we can have a conversation anyway. As you can see, when I'm playing this, and depending on your body size, you may need to move with your body. Like if you're sitting and stiff and all upright and you can't reach because your arms aren't long enough, then just move, okay? Obviously, you've heard me talk about this before as well, like depending on your shape, don't obviously smother the handpan completely because then you're going to dampen the sound. Unless you want that kind of muted sound. For this one particularly, we're going for a more open, expansive sound. Okay, so to practice those 4 different sequences, okay? So now we'll play that together and I will slow it down so that you can play along, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now at this stage, if you just need to keep practicing that, not ready to move ahead, that's fine. Pause the video and just smash that. Go over and over again. The trick is, with any of these songs, because they're patterns, okay? Learning the pattern. It gets easy when you just don't think. And I say the same thing all the time, but I'm saying it because it's important. Because music, it's not something that you're always thinking about. Yes, you need to know at some point where to hit. I consider it a very spiritual process when you play music because you're connecting to the world of energy and you're getting detached from your body. This is the way I see it anyway. It's kind of like you're the vessel to receive information and energy, okay? So when you kind of get out of the way, get the thinking mind out of the way, so you're not, oh, shall I hit there, shall I hit there, and you feel it. Now, whatever that means for you, whatever you're feeling in the moment, channel that. And now this is something that's natural for some people. Sometimes it's not natural. So either way, don't be hard on yourself. Don't judge it and just allow whatever needs to come through to come through. What you'll also notice what I was doing, maybe you didn't, but I'll point it out. Okay, just a little side tip. As I'm moving up the scale, I'm not always playing it at the same kind of hardness. I'm kind of building the song. I start to play a bit harder, or I might bring it down a bit softer. Now you could even practice that by each sequence. So I'm doing my 1, 2, 3, 4. You could start softer and build each sequence and get harder. Now, these are all little category, little things for you to just practice, okay? Because these methods you can apply to any song, any method, and that is what is going to make your handpan music sound way better because you're not just playing the same sequence, you're adding a lot more depth and emotion to it, okay? That's what's going to give it a lot more character. Pause the video. If you want to jazz that up a little bit more, this is going to be really easy for you because once you've mastered this little sequence, you keep this the same. Your right hand, basically, this is where it's good practice for both of your hands. Your right hand is going to keep playing these two notes, it's going up the scale. But this time, instead of just hitting this note, I want you to play a few different notes. Now, you can copy exactly as I'm doing, or you can play whichever note you want to. And this is what I want to encourage you to do, is to start on the main note, this one, but then watch what I'm going to do here, move to different notes. And if you want to dive deeper on the handpan and go through some more basics and fundamentals to help you get the most out of your playing, that's where I've got the beginner course as well. Okay, we break it down into bite-sized modules. As always, it's to make it easy. All right, I don't want to overcomplicate it. Make it as easy as possible for you to learn with as little guesswork and just to let your natural intuitive abilities flow through. What I'm going to show you now is a way to make the songs just sound that a little bit more advanced. And then you're going to notice when I played it initially, right at the end of the sequence, I did a paradiddle. I did an extra basically fill. So all I'm doing is going 9-8-7. So you could play the same sequence again. We're not going to go through the whole thing, but just to quickly show you a demonstration. To the last bit. You can play it after each sequence, after every two. Experiment with it. So you could go like this. However it feels right. Play it every third, every once, every 3 times. I hope you're understanding that what I'm trying to drum into you is to be free with it and express in however you feel like it in the moment, because the most important thing with music is I think it's like a therapeutic process. It's a therapeutic process for your own well-being. I think music is a very powerful healer, and I don't mean that in the wishy-washy terms in like, yeah, it's a healer, man. I mean, I can only speak from my own experience here. I'm talking a pure physical world thing right now. If I'm irritated, or if I'm having a day where I just feel annoyed or frustrated, because it happens, doesn't it? It happens to all of us. Like, you can do as much positive work and self-development as possible, but some days you just feel pissed off. I don't know why it is. I know I get it. But I know if I sit down with my music, I sit down with my handpan, and I just play, it just makes me feel better. That's it. It's simple. I don't need to overthink. Well, the reason it's actually making you feel, but it doesn't even matter. I don't need to overanalyze it. It just does. I know it works. I know it's powerful, and I know that a lot of people can benefit from the powers of music in general. We all feel good, don't we? We put music on, we dance, we move. If more people are playing music, more people are going to be happy. More people are going to enjoy life. More people are going to feel good. So that's it. Closing off. That's it. Keeping this done, finished. Let me know how you get on in the comments below. What are your thoughts? If you want to see more like this, then let me know in the comments below. Type pattern, or type whatever you want. But if you want to see more patterns like this, then let me know, and I can make some more videos to help you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.